Meeting Thursday, April the 24th, 2025. We all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So, second item on our agenda is, call our meeting to order, but a public comment. If you're here to make a comment regarding the Forest Lake Board meeting, now's your chance. Doesn't look like we're going to have any comments today, so we'll close the public comment and move to consideration of the appointment of a Lake Board chairperson, which has normally been the supervisor in the past. So if someone would like to make a motion.
I would like to motion to nominate you as our new chairperson.
Okay.
And I'll second that.
And second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. That passes. Thank you. Item number 4, consider the appointment of the Lake Board treasurer and secretary. In the past, this has been our clerk. So I'd like to nominate Martin Brook.
I second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, great, thank you. And item number 5, approve hearing of the assessment meeting minutes from April 10th, 2024. Any comments or corrections that you've seen on the minutes? If, do we need a motion on that?
I motion the
We approve the
approval
minutes?
of the minutes for April 10th, 2024.
Thank you.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. All right. Item number 6, review the 2024 lake maintenance. Michael, welcome. Introduce yourself if you would, please.
Yep. I am Michael Smith. I'm with Tigris Lake Pro. We manage Forest Lake. Well, our services for Managed Lake, we do 3 surveys. We do 4 E. coli testing, 2 water quality assessments, 1 at the beginning of the year, 1 at the end of the year. And we also assist with post-harvest surveys and make sure the harvesters are hitting the areas they need to. And last year, we on our surveys take note of the plant species. And like the other lakes, they do have Eurasian milfoil growing, but like Lower Long, it has a good biodiversity going on. So we're not too concerned with that, but we will continue monitoring that. And water quality-wise, looking at key nutrients like nitrates and phosphates for plant growth, they're moderate and they're holding steady. So we're not too concerned with that either. But of course, we'll continue monitoring that and ensure they're not getting out of hand, or we'll investigate it if we do see steep inclines. And I know Forest Lake, they've had historically elevated levels of chloride, and last year we did not see that change or fluctuate, but we'll look into that this year because we've had what you'd call, I guess, a real winter. We've had pretty good precipitation with snow and ice, so I would assume that more snow melt was used. So we'll see what those levels come out to be. Hopefully we don't see an increase of any sort, but that's remaining steady. And the other 2 pollutants we test for is sulfate and fluoride, and those have not moved whatsoever. So we're looking good there.
Well, it's been pretty consistent in that lake in particular.
Yeah.
Okay, and all those lakes, these lakes all feed into each other, but you still are able to dissect and diversify that.
Yeah, and like Forest, Lower Long, and Upper Long, that's essentially one big system.
Mm-hmm.
And Island's kind of self-contained, but it does drain into Lower Long.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that issue could be arising with Island when we talked about yesterday, because it's more of a smaller system.
Yeah, the
per
water's
se.
flowing down.
Yeah.
So
What is happening there?
They're having a persistent algal issue. Like they usually have a spring algal bloom, and that's been going, past 2011. They've been having that, but last year persisted longer than usual. So we're looking into that.
Well, ours are persisting longer than usual,
Yes and
but
no.
not where they're becoming
Right.
a hindrance.
Yeah. So like it's a different type of algae too. Like they have planktonic cyanobacteria issue going on where you have more a healthy algae, so it's better for the food web altogether. And of course that's managed. And I know you have aquaweed that does the canals, and I think from our surveys they're managing it pretty well. But if there's an issue or anything, I'll definitely let you know. But from my observations, I think they're holding that, make sure that's pretty clear of weeds and algae.
Well, we went a little early on the algicide last year in the canals.
Mhm.
So
And I mean, that could be due
hopefully,
to.
yeah, there are no new issues there.
Correct, yeah. Yep.
You also test for E. coli. We started testing for E. coli in a couple of spots.
Mhm.
And they haven't found anything yet, so
Yeah, so.
keeps my mind at rest because,
For
you know,
sure.
kids are swimming in there.
Yeah, yeah, and the EPA has a set limit of 300 CFUs, which is colony forming units per milliliter, and it hasn't even come close to that limit. So I feel pretty confident in that.
And what's your frequency of testing for E. coli?
We do it once a month.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then, like, if it gets very hot, that's usually when we start to see some issues.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that bacteria just likes to grow and grow in that heat.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions for Michael? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Item number 7, consider approval of the general liability and directors and officers insurance policy received from Cincinnati Specialty Underwriters. Tom?
So last year, all the township's lake boards obtained directors and officers liability insurance. So
Mhm.
this year, we're looking to renew that and also obtain general liability insurance. And the total amount is going to be $3,343, and it's included in the budget. That'll be considered later.
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right, we'll need a motion.
Motion to support the approval of the general liability and directors and
Thank-
office insurance policies received from HUD International.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. Is there support? Support, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes, thank you. Okay, item number 8, review the 2024 revenues, expenses, and fund balance report. Tom?
So earlier this month, the township's accounting department provided this draft fund balance report. Yesterday, they released their final report, and there was a small difference. Mainly, the present reserve is at $12,250, and that is within it's quite below the 15% reserve that we're required or recommended to have. That's the only comment I have for that.
We're below the reserve?
Yes.
How far below are they?
Well, the max is 32,000, and we're at 12,250.
We had a reserve, and 2 years ago, Mark can address it. We had a lawsuit from an employee of the harvesting company,
Okay.
and we had a lot of legal costs that completely
Came in.
drained our budget and put us in the red.
So you're building it back up slowly.
So we're slowly trying to build
Okay,
it back up.
okay.
So,
Thank you.
God forbid anything happen this year.
Okay.
Just-
Okay, thank you, Tom. Right. Okay, item number 9, confirm expenditures since last review of April 5th, 2024 through April 3rd, 2025.
So at every lake board meeting, the board is asked to review its prior expenditures since it last met. So in the packet are all invoices that have been received since April 5th of 2024, and they've already all been gone through the approval process, so this is just a formality to ask any questions. And then I'll just need you, as the board, to confirm the expenditures officially.
Through a vote again. Any questions? If not, I'll take a motion to confirm expenditures as noted in item number 9.
Second.
Was that Commissioner Powell that just made the motion, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and you second? Effie
Yes.
second? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Yep. Okay, item number 10, review and certification of delinquent 2024 assessments to the assessor. Don?
So there are 16 delinquent assessments as of August of last year, but the Lake Board meets so infrequently, this matter is handled administratively, so I imagine most of these delinquent accounts have already been paid up. But I am asking for the Lake Board to certify that list that was produced. I'll go on to the next item.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Bloomfield Township, you do all of your own assessing
Yes, we do.
here? Okay,
Yes, we do.
I'm just learning.
And
I
we
just
also do
learned.
it for Sylvan Lake,
Okay,
right?
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep, and anyway, these delinquencies, this report was created back in August of 2024, so most of these people are probably already up to date.
Okay, got it.
So noted, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we'll take a motion to approve. Is that Commissioner Powell again?
I motion to approve the review and certification of delinquent 2024 assessment to the assessor.
Thank you, Commissioner Powell. Is there support? Effie, thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item number 11, consider adoption of the 2025 budget. Tom?
So in your package is the proposed budget for 2025. The budget covers various items such as lake monitoring, chemical treatments, weed harvests, insurance, and administrative expenses. Nothing too out of the, nothing unusual. Effie and I reviewed it
Yes.
about a month or so ago.
Yes.
Good, wonderful.
So I motion to approve that budget.
And I support it.
Wonderful. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item number 12, new business. Anybody have any new business they'd like to bring to the board's attention?
I want to publicly talk about what's going on at the Turtle Lake development for a minute, because I need people that are listening to understand that there could be an issue here.
Just, Effie, just a second. This is
Yeah.
just strictly
Can I?
for the Forest Lake.
Oh.
But hang on, I'm going to see if we,
Can I
let me get a
talk
call.
about it?
Can I get a call on this for a
Yeah,
second?
yeah, Mark.
I'm not sure what the subject matter you're going to be addressing about this Turtle Lake.
A
but
concern
the
about water level,
water level.
how that could
that
impact
could
the lake.
impact the lake board interest. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
I just wanted to make it public that those of us that are involved in the three lakes that are adjacent to this proposed development have concerns about water level, because we've had flooding in the past. Our weir does not have a pipe sufficient to support high flooding. Consequently, the country club floods, our road floods, and there's a proposed development for 8,000 square feet of homes over there adjacent to our wetlands. They're assuring us that they are doing engineering studies, that the water is going to go north into their retention basin, but some of us on the POA for the three lakes have concerns about the impact. And so I just want the community to know that that is going on.
Okay, thank you, Effie.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no other new business, we'll close that and move for an adjournment. That's, well, thank you, Commissioner Powell. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.